tipped to take a page out of Morgan Gibbs White's book. Despite heavy links with the Newcastle United exit this summer, the Nottingham Forest star agreed to new terms at the City Ground last month after Tottenham made an illegal approach for his signature by triggering the player's £60 million release clause. While the 25-year-old was absent for the Reds' friendly clash against Chesterfield in mid-July, he has since returned to the squad ahead of next season, deciding to stay with his current club. Isak, on the other hand, had his head turned by Liverpool's eye-watering bid, deciding against joining the Magpies on their pre-season tour in Asia and jetting out to Spain for individual training instead. The latest update from The Athletic's David Ornstein is that the Sweden international will return to the UK and resume training with the Magpies, and Tony Cascarino believes he could yet sign a new deal at St James Park. View tweet. Alexander Isak to sign new £300,000 deal. Speaking on TalkSport, 2nd of August, Cascarino said, he might end up signing a new deal like Morgan Gibbs White did at Nottingham Forest. They'll pay him the £300,000 a week he wants. Natalie Sawyer raised a good point, saying, the only difference is that Gibbs White didn't do what Isak has done. Cascarino responded, no, I know. But we see this so often with players when they don't get what they want. If you sign a contract, you should honor it. You may not like that other clubs have come in, and Newcastle reject, but you've signed it. He's got 3 years left, so he's in a very difficult position. I don't agree with some of Isak's actions, but he may have done this when injured at other clubs. Eddie Howe faces uncertainty at St James Park. Newcastle have previously shelved contract talks with Isak, with the 25-year-old playing on reduced wages compared to what he could have been on for the last 12 months. The situation has clearly played a role in the striker's mindset this summer, attempting to force a move through to Anfield, but the Magpies have left the door open for his return. That does not mean that Eddie Howe is not preparing for the worst outcome, lodging a bid for RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko, but it remains to be seen whether he will choose them over Man United, having already missed out on moves for Brian Muma, Jarell Quansah, Hugo Ekitike, and João Pedro. Football Insider understands that Newcastle are partly blaming Howe for the transfer failures. Securing Isak on a new deal comes with its own concerns, given the ease of his head being turned this summer, but losing the star striker is almost a non-negotiable without a suitable replacement. Anthony Elanga has added a new dynamic to the forward line, joining Anthony Gordon, Jacob Murphy, and Harvey Barnes in attack, but the squad are missing their centre forward figure desperately.